This product has been sitting on my desk for such a long time. I'm so excited to finally try it out and open it up. This is new from Huda Beauty. This is the Easy Bake and Snatch Pressed Setting Powder. There are 8 different shades of this. I got the shade Pound Cake, which says it is for fair to light medium skin tones with neutral undertones. This is supposed to be brightening and also a setting powder. It says it has medium to full coverage and it is retailing for $38. But what I'm most excited about is the fact that this is talc free as well as fragrance free, which I feel like a lot of people have been asking her to do, a fragrance free powder. So this is definitely very exciting. So we'll see how it works out. Here is what the packaging looks like, a pretty standard compact, and it has like a matte touch finish. And then you can see here on the back, you got some ventilation because I believe this does come with a sponge. This is also supposed to be 8 to 9 hour wear and sweat and humidity proof. And here is what it looks like on the inside. I'm gonna take a little bit of powder just with my fingers so you guys can see what this one looks like, especially the shade. So this is looking like a pretty good shade for me. Again, this is Pound Cake. And right underneath here, we have a cute sponge. This thing is so cute. So this is really to like press and be able to bake the powder. And then I do love that this is all magnetic, so it closes like pretty well. Okay, enough talking. We're gonna actually put this on now. I'm gonna add a little bit of concealer to my under eyes. This way we can go ahead and set. And you can build this powder up, but what I'm looking for is just a pretty sheer finish and something to just be able to set my makeup and last all day. Let's start with a little baking. I did watch a video on how she demoed this. So she just kind of rubbed this in here and then you could see you get a ton of product on there, and then she went right underneath the eye with it. And I'm kind of like lifting up the corners here so that you really get that highlight and lifted look. Coming in a little bit closer, we're gonna do this other side. The sponge is definitely a little small to work with, but it does do the job. And again, just trying to like get that lifting motion here. Definitely think I need a little more product. There we go. All right, and then the other thing that she does with the sponge is go down the side of her nose. I don't really nose contour, but maybe this will make me look a little snatched. Like so. And then she also takes this under her cheekbone. Like that. While we let that sit and have its moment, I'm gonna go in a big fluffy brush, get some product on here, and then she says to just use kind of a tapping motion along the rest of the area you want to set in, and I honestly set my whole face. I have combination skin, but I do get pretty oily throughout the day, so I'm just gonna tap this out kind of everywhere. And right away, this is giving me a huge blurring effect. I'll have to see how much you can actually tell on camera, but this just completely blurred my forehead. Let's go ahead and kind of just swipe away some of this baking. You definitely have to be careful where you put this because I can see that line there and it is taking like a little bit to kind of buff that out. So if you are gonna bake and let it sit, be very careful where you're putting the powder. I think in the future, I will probably only bake underneath my eyes. I don't like love this chiseled look. I feel like it only looks good on social media, but I am loving the feel of the powder. It feels super light on the skin. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup and then come back with final thoughts. Here is the finished look. I actually am really liking how this looks underneath the eyes. Not so much as I mentioned on the face. I think I do love the forehead though, so I need to go in with more of that tapping motion, maybe use a little less product so that it's not as like full coverage. But yeah, this is the final look. Here is what it looks like. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I will do one check-in that you will see right now. This is gonna be my end of the night check-in. I believe this has been on, let's see, it's 7 p.m. It's probably been on for 6 hours, but I am definitely oily. So you can see here, kind of in my T-zone, those oils are coming through. It has performed really well underneath the eyes, but I think I maybe am like a little too sweaty for this. Also, to be fair, it's like 90 degrees and humid out today, so it had a lot of competition with the weather. I want to go ahead and show you how this would touch up. So like if I wore this all day and then I was going to something at night, I would just go in with that big fluffy brush again and just kind of push into these oily areas. So I just want to show you what that would kind of look like on the one side of my face. This way you can make like your own judgment about if it's worth it, you know, would you touch it up throughout the day, and that type of thing. I mean, it's kind of day and night. It's like immediately flawless when you put this powder on. Powdered side, this side has been sitting. So, I mean, straight down the middle, you could tell a huge difference. I think this powder does a really great job of mattifying, of blurring, all the things. I don't know about the wear if you're super oily. Again, I was like outside sweating with my dog, so probably not a super fair shake of things, but that's my opinion. I definitely will continue to use this powder. As I mentioned, no fragrance, talc free. People have really been asking for that, so yeah, that's pretty much what I think. I don't know why I'm continuing to touch up because I'll probably take my makeup off soon, but I hope you guys enjoyed that review. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye guys.